Today's tale sees us playing Battletech once again, and we are looking to fairly much have some time off here. We need to probably travel for the contract, give our lads a little bit of time to rest and recover, and get back into the show. So we're going to pick up Settling a Grudge. I love battles. I love me some battles. And I think we're going to go for a reasonable amount of salvage here. I'm actually going to throw in, we've got 24 days, take us 19 days to get there. I think we're going to throw in an upgrade while we travel. I would kind of like the training module here, just to ensure that any of our lads who are new get a bit of training as they go. It's not too expensive, it's only going to be 15 days. It'll help out with any losses to our MechWarriors here, and we are going to book it. Book it, sir. Where are we actually traveling to? Okay. I'm gonna negotiate probably 2.5 skulls might mean we're seeing some decent mech salvage, so we might just leave it as is. Cash wise, we could probably, yeah, it'll cover us for the time being. Had a brutal few days though. Decker needs to get back in the fight. I really need Decker so that we can have our scout back in order. Thanks for that, buddy, but we need to keep going. We do have some coming along for replacements in case everybody gets toasted. I'm hoping nobody else gets toasted. I can't believe I lost Glitch to a punch to the torso. Ba-doom. Out goes the jump. What we're looking to do is probably gear up. I'd like some slightly heavier heavies, maybe some Orions, replace the mediums. Replace the last of my mediums. Thanks guys, you back on duty? Good. We've arrived. Yeah, we're gonna dust down for this. Let's roll. I love battle ones the most. They tend to be the easiest to at least complete. Yeah, so we're gonna go back. I'm not quite sure if I've got some extra training from me. Needs bulwark to be fairly effective here. Let's see. Is anyone? I could get you there. It sucks that you're unhappy, Medusa. Thanks for being unhappy. How about you, buddy? No, you're off. It's bad luck that most of our crew is just super unhappy with their lives. I think we're gonna have to take this. We'll take Medusa in instead. I think one of the most important skills in this game is gonna be guts here. Anything that gives you plus health to make these guys survive a little bit longer and not die on you will be excellent. Alright, Medusa, you're up. Get out of there, mucky. The old Kickstarter here. Somebody back to have their name in here, which is pretty cool. I don't like that either, but we have to take it. Let's deploy. I'm hoping for one mech, one damaged assault, and I head cap it. That is the prayer and the dream here. We'll see how we do. 2.5 skulls are about where I think we're at. Maybe 3 skulls to just introduce a little bit more salvage, but we'll see how we do on this one. The guys are kind of holding it together fairly well. Local pirates. Okay, so it's just going to be pirating.
Command interface initiated.
And in we go. You've arrived, Commander. Good for you. Keep an eye out for reinforcements. Ooh, reinforcements, eh? Alright, what kind of map have we got here? An ugly one. This is why you need bulwark. I mean, look at this. How are you supposed to fight on this map? You've got about 5 trees here, and everything else is pretty much a dirt road, right? I want this spot here, buddy. Actually, let's take that spot there. Most of my guys are rocking AC5s, and liking the AC5. It's doing pretty good. It's reasonable damage, not too much tonnage, decent range. You can still get up close and personal and be reasonably useful. Alright, so we're close to popping that. I suspect if we go here, we're just a tad off. Could take the flank actually. I'd probably be happier with that. I think there will pop the AI, so we'll take our we'll take our 4 evasion. We'll see if we get anything. There we go. We got 1 contact so far. I don't think it's going to be a hill fight, actually. I suspect this guy can round the corner and have vision. I'm probably happy to do sprints on everybody to get in here. How far would a move get us? It's not too bad either. If he rounds the corner, he's probably in range. We might just brace up on this ridgeline then and go for it. If we need to move people forward, we've always got the vigilance. And the Wolverine can tank at the front. I should upgrade one of these to be a little bit more DPS minded. I think we might go for a sprint to the side here. He shouldn't have any vision if he comes around that corner anyway. Unless he comes to about here. But I doubt he can shoot if he goes there. So we've got 1 medium, so he's just a medium so far. Looks like we've got reinforcements coming in from the flank. That's a light. So far we've just got a medium. We're going to reserve off here. This guy should come in for us. We know that guy, the light's going to be braced. It's going to be a couple of mediums. With that think time, it's definitely a couple of mediums. Okay, they are taking the hill. Alright, what do we got? Wolverine. He's braced. So 3 mediums so far. No heavies. Looks like we're just going to have to brawl our way out of this one then. They have no real cover here. They will get pluses to hit us. I'm actually fairly happy to just sense lock this guy and go ham on him. This guy's probably also braced. We could shred his evasion. And see what Behemoth can. I should move Behemoth. Behemoth could probably, if we sense lock this guy, everybody could probably fire down here. Yeah. Although this guy's probably already given them. They've got a line of sight from this guy onto the Wolverine anyway. I'm probably pretty happy to chew out the light. He's going to be braced. Oh, actually, it's not. Wow, that's amazing. Ooh, it's a locust. He's stuffed. You're stuffed, mate. We're going to have to rotate a smidge here. I don't want to rotate too much. Being aware that there's a bunch of mediums coming in down. Probably better off with the Shadowhawk first. Since he's only got an AC5 and an LRM5. Whereas these guys have both got LRM 10s. The light's just going to be more annoying than anything. This rotation's not going to be great. How far can I get you to be... There we go. I should have checked chances to hit, but... Oof. It's never fun being a light when a bunch of... when you got no evasion. You're going to have to rotate as well. I just need to make sure that this is just in here. Cool. Jesus, you're not having a good time with your AC, actually. Alright. If we're lucky that hits the leg. I don't think it did. But he's lost his torso. He's pretty unsteady. There's no sprinting for him. He's going to probably walk and brace. He comes... Oh, yeah, there we go. They tend to walk back, brace, if they get into that kind of state. We'll reserve in. This guy's probably going to go first and shoot us. He'll probably move a little and shoot at the Wolverine. No? Alright. Somebody's going to shoot at my Wolverine. Griffin. Ooh. Really? You just wanted to get vision on the shadow? Oof. That guy's actually moved into a nice little spot there. I think one of our dragons probably can't shoot on him there. Dual Griffins. At least he couldn't get his PPC down. And... Trebuchet? It's a lot of LRMs. That is a lot of LRMs. This is a tiny little bit scary. So we've got 2 H's here. These are both PPCs, right? No? Oh, it's a Shadowhawk. Oh my. Okay, so he's going to get in for his AC. Let's see if you can hit him. Oh, you can. And you can... You're blocked by the Wolverine, apparently. I'll probably move the Wolverine here. I'm tempted for vision as well. Alright, we'll vigilance into that. You have to be a little careful. There is the light on the flank. Maybe I shouldn't, because there could be multiple lights over here. If there's a bunch of panthers, that'll get a little awkward. Yeah, alright, we'll take this. It leaves us a little exposed on this side. Actually, we won't. We'll take 2 here, I think. I don't know if there's more lights with them, though. I'm a little scared that there's maybe a couple of panthers or something that'll actually do damage back there. Yeah, so there's multiples back there. That's a little scary. I will try and toast down the Wolverine. He's fairly well armored. But hopefully a round of everybody firing into him will do us well. Kind of want to back you up, but... Is there a decent jump here? And just give him free fire on us. Alright, we're just gonna sit tight. Oh. Are you still blocked? Surely not. How are you obstructed, but this guy's not? Ah, he is obstructed. Ah, okay. Alright, let's burn the Wolverine then. If we put enough fire into this guy, we could probably knock him for next turn. Or at least set him up for a knock. I'd have to hit fairly well with everything though. Alright, cool. So he's getting close. The vigilance here will probably give us enough to push him. I'm tempted to put the LRM-5 across and ignore this guy. Actually, I think we're just going to sit tight with the Shadow. He can put some welly into this guy. A couple of hits here and there will do. Man, that's a lot of mechs. Actually, is that another... Oh my. Oh my. This is very scary, actually. So we'll fire in with you. Try and get this guy. Hopefully we hit with enough 6s here. Enough SRMs to get this guy. It's, we will get our turn first on the next round anyway. So this guy should get knocked in the next round anyway, even if he doesn't get knocked here. So we'll get the Shadowhawk in for this. Oh shit. Oh, this is going sideways fast. Very fast. How many mediums is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 mediums and a light. I don't know if I can armor tank through all of that. This might actually be my first withdrawal. This is a little... I mean, damage-wise, if I look at this, it's going to be a lot of flimming damage. Is there anywhere... I can't even jump. Hoping to knock this guy in a turn. I could, yeah, I could pull backwards. Shit. Alright, I think we'll have to reserve and we'll see what happens. Because I need all this stuff to just blitz me and then see what kind of state we're in. And whether we can sprint away from this. Okay, at least he's chilling. This is 2.5 apparently. I assumed my lance could do 2.5s because we've been doing 2.5s, but I do know that if you there's slight variations on the so not all 2.5s are the same. Plus, you can go up and down based on intel as well. I can't remember if it can go up by half a skull or a whole skull. So technically, I could be doing a 3.5. But the Wolverine's not going to take this. Shit, the Wolverine's going to get knocked at this rate. The Wolverine can't sprint. He's been knocked a bit too much. I haven't actually withdrawn from any missions yet. I think this is going to have to be a bad faith. Because even if I back this guy up, next turn, he's going to tank. He would tank nearly everything. This arm's going to go. Yeah, there's also, depending on how far into the mission you are, so obviously I just completed the Panzer one, and I don't know how far that's pushed me. I don't know if I've made the mistake of pushing too far into the storyline, and then now being in a point where I have to lower my expectations of what my Lance can do. We're just going to withdraw, I think. He can't get out of there. He will just end up going down. At best, I might get something. This guy's backed up. Yeah, we're going to withdraw. We're getting out of there. There's no way that's going to work out. Not against that. I mean, I've got 2 mediums and 2 heavies. The heavies are pretty much the same level as a Centurion. The Dragons are... They're heavies, but they're not heavies, right? They're not like 75s and stuff. They're only 60. That was rough as... how much did we lose? Doesn't tell you, does it? So I don't know if I've screwed myself by moving far into the... Sure. I'll take the no salvage there. I don't know if I've stuffed myself by moving so far in, so I might lower my expectations of what my Lance can handle. I was assuming that I could do sort of 2.5s. But even the 2 trebuchets alone can do 30. What is that, like 80? 120 damage each. So each trebuchet could do 120 damage. So it's 240 minus being braced the whole time. It's a lot of sandblasting on your armor. And that's just the 2 trebuchets. Yep, cool, we've got some experience at least. We're going to have to repair that guy. That's a little awkward, because now we're going to get hit with our finance. Alright. Yeah, we won't be going in for that. Yeah, so here's the next, we actually do have the next priority mission. I'm probably definitely not going near that for a little. Is there any way to lower our expectation? We can, from memory, I know you can move around the map to pick places that you kind of think that there might be stuff in. So that's a 2 skull planet, 2 skull, is there sort of... We might travel to the 1 skull, 1.5. It's gonna be pretty rough on expenses here. We might travel down there and see if they've got anything. I'm hoping they've got some contracts. Alright, so we're good to go there. Poker night! We're definitely going to play casual. Hopefully it gives some morale. Manipulate the game. What does this mean? Like I just take all my... Yeah, we'll play casual. I don't know if I really want to screw my MechWarriors out of their cash. They're already pretty unhappy with me. Alright, cool. We're chugging into the cash here. We'll just throw a normal at this, as much as I'd like to give my crew crayfish and super fancy meat. there's going to be a lot of jumps, actually. The good thing is now that I've got the training module, all my half-baked MechWarriors are at least getting a lot of experience. What would that be? 30 a day? So, you're going to have about 900 experience, which is nice for them. Cool. Wow, we are just boosting for a few days here. Oh, okay, we're not allowed to do that. I definitely need heavier heavies. I don't mind if the 2 dragons are the lowest of the weight class I have, but I need something just a little bit gruntier than them. I want my Orions. Alright, what do you guys got? Please tell me you have some sort of mission for me. Please, on planet mission. Oh, we're thinking. Oh, yes. Lucky. Lucky us. Yeah, I'll have a look in a sec. Wow, we're absolutely just ambushing people on this planet. Let's roll over to the store. Wow, we actually got lucky with... I don't want either of these, though. Alright, there's no mechs there. I could sell. I've got so many... I've got a giant pile of mech. I'm just driving around with mechs just hanging out the side of this thing. I could sell a bunch of them. I'll probably sit on them till maybe it goes terribly wrong. We do need to look at ship upgrades, though. I would definitely like this. Anything to have my people heal quicker. One headshot puts you out for 17 days. It's not fun. Alright, let's roll on these contracts. Try and clear this whole planet, right? We'll do the first ambush here. I don't mind something like that. What does it get to? I could go for 3. It's going to pay us peanuts, though. 2 and 11. It's probably good. We just have to hope that there's some decent mechs here. And you, son. You can come. Actually, Decker, welcome back, my friend. Or welcome back. How do we want to do this? You know what? Medusa, you can come along. I know you're unhappy with me, Medusa, but you can come along. It can be a nice, nice little training exercise for you. Hey, Rip. Thanks for the follow. I think thanks, Rip. I think they were saying they're going to adjust the costs here for the monthly costs, because at the moment it looks pretty much like the same across the board. Thanks, Mai. I don't know. I put in a lot of hours into the beta. I'm still coming back to it, but enjoying it a fair chunk, I tell you. Alright, we're gonna hop in. I mean, the other guys...
Command interface initiated.
I mean, I know the other guys who stream. They're still catching up, right? They're still catching up. Alright. Convoy mission. This one, you literally have to bum rush the good old Convoy. Because last time I tried this, they just booked it for the... I think they do need a reason. I do like mixed lances. Like, I don't want to end the game with 4 atlases, right? I mean, atlases are cool, but I love a bit of variation. Like, I don't want to be rolling 4 Atlases, AC-20ing everything to the face and being done with it. We're probably going to rush out the Wolverine here. I would like it if maybe they gave small mechs, I don't know, maybe a bigger sensor range. They're going to do something. Yeah, I reckon that's how it's going to be. It's going to be, well, even the Atlas. So, just a stock Atlas, you can fit like a LRM-20 on it, right? And then you've got 4 LRM-20s. That's a lot of LRMs to be hitting you. I reckon that'll knock most mechs just in one round. And that's just the LRM-20s off an Atlas. So we're going to sprint forward here. Where are these guys going, actually? Intercept Convoy. Why wouldn't I just run up the hill? I've got jump jets on. 1, 2. Can I path up this? I actually learned a new trick today. Or yesterday. The old Alt button to see if you can actually get up things. Yeah, that's the problem. That is the problem. Like, I think it's gonna force you into. I think it's gonna force you into having to have heavies. I mean, I already did one where I was up against a bunch of mediums, and you just need armor. So we're gonna push you sideways here. I just want to see which way this convoy is gonna go. Are we on the moon? Damn, we are. Wolverine's gonna run pretty hot. Alright, Decker, let's get you in there. Just trying not to push too far forward.
Got eyes on the target.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've had I had in one game, I think I had a Shrek, and it's literally an Atlas, right? It's basically an Atlas. It has 3 PPCs, and it was just going ham. 150 damage just out of a little crummy vehicle. And if they throw multiples of that at you, we've got a medium here actually. Medium. No, this is probably the medium phase vehicle here, and that's the light. Most of these vehicles don't go into light phase. I'm tempted to reserve for this and let him come at me, but we might push forward. I'll probably push the Wolverine forward and brace, because I do want to run down this convoy a bit. The convoy seems to keep moving. Is there a way I can go sideways on this actually? Not particularly. Alright. Move forward and brace. Hopefully this guy's just going to concentrate on the Wolverine here. A spider. Oh god, I've gone from 20 mechs to a spider. Not quite sure what's in here. So most of these vehicles will move in medium, heavy, and assault phase, which tends to work out alright for you. We're just going to reserve in now. This guy might take a pot shot at us. He'll probably move to shoot. Actually, the galleon's going to come in. Should be okay for the Wolverine. Oh, it hits. Should be okay for the Wolverine. The other thing I notice is definitely the primary skills that are going to be here is guts. Even if you don't want to pick up things like bulwark and stuff, having the extra health bars on all of your mercenaries is just going to be so crucial. We could fire from here with no vision. I want to keep moving sideways. I think the convoy is going to keep moving sideways. If this is all the convoy, we could probably just move and be happy with the vision game here. Yeah, head hits are going to be, I don't know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting in multiplayer the most, I think. In the old multiplayer, You'd need to be get knocked down about 4 times, and if you're super unlucky, get hit in the head about 4 times. In this now, if you lose either of your torsos, if you lose both torsos and become a stick, you're pretty much dead, really, because you will have taken a head hit somewhere in there. So I think it's going to be pretty brutal with head hits and multiplayer. Yeah. We're not going to bother shooting this guy. I think we're just going to go for a move. I actually need to probably catch up on this stuff. I can't let it outpace me. Otherwise, we're going to be in for a real awkward situation of not being able to shoot the convoy. My mechs are relatively slow. Just going to reserve through, I think. Everyone's going to have a go at this guy. We'll move the heavies. The heavies still have an issue, but they'll be fine. That's why they're heavy mechs. Reason I don't bother shooting at this guy, he has 4 evasion and a brace. The damage I do is probably fairly minimal compared to just trying to get into a position where I can do stuff. So what do those be? I just got a bunch of I don't think he's definitely not in melee range for a Wolverine. He could punch me, but there's no way my Wolverine's getting that close. My Wolverine could probably get to about here. Alright, let's go. So you're sprinting. Hurry up. Hurry it up. Yep. And you need to sprint in as well. If this was anything but a bunch of lights, I wouldn't like this move, because this is the way you lose. This is pretty much how you lose your mech, right? And you already fired, right? Okay. Also, if you don't fire on this guy, he's probably going to move only a little, or he's just going to stand still and fire like a crazy man. That is a good old move for the AI. What is this, a recruit? Ooh. That's got to be a panther, probably. It's probably you, right? Yeah. So we can only get to about here. I think I'm just gonna yeah, we'll vigilance into that. Plus we get some vision back here. I'm happy for that. Vigilance in. This guy's still gonna be the primary target. Hell no, I'm doing all good. I haven't killed anyone just yet. Alright, Spider. Prepare to this is a little costly on the Wolverine. Heat's gonna be an issue. This will be a bit of his vision as well. They've still got vision on the Wolverine fairly easily from back here. Mobile HQ. We'll just keep shifting on this hill though. I can happily reserve, because I'm not... Yeah, I can just happily reserve, because all our fire is going to go into this guy, possibly the Panther. I do have the distinct feeling that the convoy moves faster than we do, though. Alright. So if we move here, this guy's got vision on us, but he's gonna probably die this turn. Let's check your move out. So you can move there. Yeah, I think I'm overtuned for it now. He can move there. He's got no vision. And the Shadowhawk. I might have to push. I'm actually considering if that. Where are they extracting? They are extracting up here, so I'm actually thinking of probably going up the hill with the Shadowhawk. The rough terrain doesn't excite me, but it'll have to do. I'll fire with the Shadowhawk first. We might get lucky and get this guy in the torso with the AC. Which means that these guys are free to do what they want to do. Which will be fire on somebody else. Alright, give it to him. Oh, don't hit the rock. Alright, I guess they're not free. Yeah, I don't like rough terrain. I never like having, especially with a bunch of SRMs, but there should be no way this stuff's going to get vision on him. Unless this man goes all the way over here. There's no way SRMs are going to get that vision. Alright, so you need to move here and fire. This will be a nice move for us as well, because it gives us shots into the side. Just pushes out that chance to at least crush him completely. Okay, I'll show you that. So we'll fire him with this guy, and I'll show you how you know who has what vision. Alright, he's out of here. I didn't see how much evasion this guy's got. We're probably going to do the striker next anyway. I mean, the striker's a fair bit of damage. It's a SRM 4, 6, and an LRM 10. Alright, so when you move, so if you look at all the vehicles around, you can see these guys have no red eyes, whereas if I was to move here, you see this little red eye symbol, basically means they've got vision on you. So what I'm trying to do is just basically keep anything out of vision. I mean, you run the risk of doing stuff like this, and all they have to do is literally drive forward probably one little square, and they'll have all the vision they want in the world. But they also then have to force themselves into you, right? Which is a little nice. We'll probably just blast this guy, although this guy's got very little. We'll probably shoot at this guy. He's only got one evasion. He's going to move before us. We get to shoot at the striker before it gets to shoot at us. So I'm fairly happy to just fire on the Panther. Decker definitely needs more guts though. I mean, he's my frontliner, and he just can't handle all the head hits he takes. Alright. So we'll blow away probably, I can't remember if the striker moves in 3 or 4. I think it moves in 4. I might keep rotating you actually. So we're going to rotate for another vigilance. Something like this. Try and twist ourselves enough to not get shot from every direction. Let's move over here. I think we'll have another go at this guy. Just try and clear that Panther first. We do lose vision here. Anything you can shoot you back as well, is the golden rule. We are going to have to chill a bit here though. Probably the large laser is going to be the one that's doing us the most damage. Although, something like that? Nah. Alright, that's fine. This guy gets to move now. Shoot into him before he gets any of his evasion up. At least he missed with the PPC. So this is my Shadowhawk, right? Bit of a sketchy move. I could can fire from the Shadowhawk. That'll strip one bit of evasion. These guys can keep shifting sideways. He'll be down to 1 evasion. We could probably kill him this turn. We can maybe just ignore the striker for now. Although the striker's probably an easy kill. This guy shouldn't be in a great position anyway. Can we... Yeah, he's not looking healthy. We'll just fire him with this, strip down the evasion. We don't even care if it hits. And it rips his head off. I'll take that. Alrighty boys, you need to start firing on this convoy. How does this do us? I think we can, if I hold down Alt, it looks like we can get up this hill. Doesn't look like there's any blocked terrain. So I'm fairly certain we can cross this and up, hopefully cutting them off. And luckily this doesn't cost us a lot of heat. If we get lucky, 45, no, we'd have to be super lucky. There's no way. Yeah, basically every single rocket is going to have to hit plus the AC into one spot to kill that thing. And if we're going to shoot a refinery with an AC, then it's definitely not working out. I love it. These guys are going up that hill, and that Shadowhawk is just going to get in and beat them down. I've got a slight problem here. So here's what I mean by the golden rule, is if they can shoot you, if you can shoot them, they can shoot you. As soon as I get into shooting range, you can see the red eye. So you know every time you run in to shoot something, it can shoot you. We're going to, I'm going to vision. I'm going to reserve. I'd rather they came into me for this last one. I'd say one of these two is going to drive in. And there we go. Thanks for obliging, my friend. So now we've got a shot on this guy. And we can keep traveling as well. Yeah. So we'll definitely probably keep the Wolverine following, and I think the two dragons are just going to have to hump it up that hill. We'll ease. Actually, we'll go and... I could risk just the AC instead of the medium lasers to save heat. It's probably not worth. I doubt we're going to get to fire every turn here. Alright, what we might do is how far can... Okay, that's not what we want. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna reserve down the whole way. These guys are gonna travel wherever they're gonna travel, and we'll see what we can get vision with. If I move now, then these guys might move, and I might lose vision on something. So we will let them have their turn, and then we'll push in for our vision. It means we get 2 turns of firing as well, if we do get into them, because they're at the end of the initiative cycle here. So we will get our turn at the end of this round, and then we will start before them. So it's not going to be happy times for them. Okay, so we're only going to get 2 here for now. So what we'll do is we'll probably take a sprint. I'm going to vigilance for the sprint as well, just to make sure that he is a little tanky. It's actually really nice that you can vigilance and sprint, because normally when you sprint you're relying on your evasion to keep you alive, but coming to your final destination in a brace is a little insane. So you guys have got that. We will go with you first. I think I'll go for the direct fires here. How much health do you have? I've never seen a mobile HQ. Wow, okay. This turn round, I think I'm just going to shunt the Shadowhawk up that hill as well, just to make sure we get on top of this. It should only be Anno who can move the further. Right, it's too late now. I just want to shoot the mobile HQ. I should have probably shot at the striker, since it can actually fire back. Yeah, we'll just keep pushing on that. Firing again.
Target destroyed.
Alright, where's the shadow? You're gonna go for a sprint, my friend. And you're gonna meet and greet at the end, if there's anything left. So we could probably shave you down. The only problem is I think we kill this guy. These guys are just gonna have to move after the fact. In fact, what is this? 50, 90. Okay. You're normally always better off, unless these things, unless you've got very little other choice, you're normally better off firing your weapons. Unless you've got some sort of heat problems. The only good thing about a melee attack is it does ignore 3 bits of evasion. So we would have fairly high chances, but I mean, look at these chances anyway. This guy's not having a fun time. We were reserving. We might take a bunch of shots to the Wolverine, but he's got the armor for this now. At this point, it's not going to matter too much. It's a hit? I don't know, actually. Is it 4? I thought it was lower. I thought it was 3 for melee and 2 for DFA. Alright, I want to finish this guy, but I also want to move up the hill. What I might do is I might move you. Fire. Indirectly. And then sprint with the other guy. Normally works out pretty well to melee things like, yeah, they haven't been enjoying. I got the event to have coffee, and they didn't. I didn't share coffee with them. I gave the coffee to Samaya, and they got a little pissed at me. And then I decided to stow a whole lot of mechanical goods in their rooms, and they got even more pissed at me. But yeah, melee is generally a good idea if it's something like a braced, fast-moving light. So if it's got 4 evasion, I mean, obviously if it's got 4 evasion and it's braced, you're not going to do a whole lot to it. I will sprint up this hill. And we'll push forward with Behemoth. It just means it costs them more every time I want to use anything on them. Like if I look at Behemoth, she's now, I think she's like 30, yeah. She's 30 instead of, what is it? Normally I think 20 and 10? Can't remember off the top of my head actually. It's not 10, sorry. I think it's normally 25 and 20. Well, the first time I got that coffee event, I gave it to them and I got high morale on them, but I thought I would try giving it to Sumaya to see what happens. She just said thanks, and I was like, I just blew 1 morale and super like unhappiness for giving you coffee. I was not impressed. Sumaya is never getting coffee ever again. If we run out, yeah, for science. If we run out of coffee, Sumaya is last. Even Yang might have given me something. At least last time I gave Yang some free meat, and he gave me some better damn skills. We'll reserve again. We'll let this guy. I don't want to get shot by this guy. It doesn't matter. It might be a head hit. I mean, I just want to save myself the last of the head hits. There's no way, unless something goes bananas, they're actually going to kill somebody. I think about here. Should be okay for the AC. Yeah, okay. So we can get up this hill fairly nicely. We'll chew this guy up at the front, or we should have better hit chances when we get Anaro up the hill actually on the back one, because it's slightly closer. Although if I'm not killing people here, I'm going to be annoyed. How much do... okay. And the Wolverine? Shit, the Wolverine can't get up. I think if I take a sprint here, we can probably get up to shoot with the Wolverine next turn. I don't know what some of these are. Like, some of these leopards and argos, they must be just overflowing with parts. Because mine's currently got so much scrap. I haven't sold any of my salvage ever yet. And I suspect we're just full of machine guns and lasers and everything. And it's probably not a work-safe environment. Now let's get rid of this guy. The Wolverine will get a turn of shooting. Everyone's going to get a turn of shooting except for the heavies before this guy gets to go. So he's probably pretty stuffed. No headshots for you, my friend. Alright, let's just roll on this, man. How we doing? Yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll go with the Shadowhawk first. It's the least... yeah, it is. I suppose I stuffed myself by, I could put some, jump jets on it. Alright, cool, we cleared the mission. It's a very slow Wolverine. Goes about, I think it goes the same speed as my dragons. Alright, so apparently 1 skulls are a little easy. And 2.5 skulls are bananas. So we're going to find some middle ground. 1.5 skulls, please, is what I need. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, it either went from insanity to niceness. What do we take? Probably the Panther. I think I'll just take... what? There's no pluses. Nah, we'll just take the Panthers. They're going to be worth the most. And if we get lucky on our dice roll, we might even get an extra Panther part. No. Apparently it just wants me to have a spider. It's like, I see you do not have... Why jump jets on a Wolverine? I suppose just for a bit of movement. I do like... the thing I do like, I started the start of the game and the weirdest thing I'd ever done is put some jump jets on a Centurion. I've never seen a Centurion with jump jets, but it's kind of interesting being able to get up to some weird spots with the jump jets. But I have dropped most of my jump jets now. But if you put enough on, you can get... yeah, that's exactly what the game wanted. It was like, yo, I've got a spider for you. Alright, bit of experience. Thank you very much, sir. Alright, let's check out the contracts first. I kind of want to clear stuff before I leave. I don't... oh, man, I hate that there's a 1 skull here, but it has decent pay. The thing about doing all the stuff on... yeah, it's really weird when it's really the only one that I like it on from the beta. Hey Selko, thanks for the follow. The only ones I liked it on was the Victor, and that was the only. The quick draw was... I don't know about the quick draw. There's a fairly good tactic that you can do with lights, and maybe a fast medium, is you can suck up a lot of firepower. If you gave some of your MechWarriors something like, if you gave them fairly high piloting skills, you could get a fair bit of evasion. You could jump sideways, get max evasion, brace, and if it's the only thing the enemy can see, they'll generally shoot it. So you can do that with your lights. It does get a bit sketchier later in the game though, because suddenly, I mean, if you have a bad dice roll on a light, and that's what you've done, and an AC-20 hits it, you know, even at 50 damage, it's ripping arms off. I mean, most lights won't take that. What do we got? We got some skill points here. Breaching shot. I'm kind of considering that, but I would like to get... I definitely don't want to get Juggernaut. I would consider maybe 2 health. The overheat threshold's not super exciting. Melee is not super exciting. Max evasion. Max sprint's kind of exciting. Just to get around the map. Indirect fire, minimum range is not great. Cold shot bonus, yeah, it's not hugely what I'm excited. Is Juggernaut worth it? That is the discussion, right? That is the discussion. So, if nobody knows what Juggernaut is, basically a successful melee hit knocks your target back one initiative phase. I think you have to specialize a mech for this. You have to make a specialized pilot and a specialized mech for this to be worth it. I think this is going to be interesting in multiplayer, but in single player, I don't want to be punching that much. I just, yeah, I'm not convinced about this in single player. To get into punch, you're generally putting your mech in some sort of weird position as well. And if you're punching at the start of the game, you know, it's just, it's just a little scary, that one. I mean, I understand they had to think of something, but it's just, yeah. I just don't want to make a melee mech and just be wading in. It's cool if you could do some weird shenanigans with it. But, yeah, it's a little intimidating. Alright, I think I will probably upskill myself into this. Give ourselves decent hit chances. We're going to probably start moving towards movement, although I really want that next step of health. Something like this is probably fairly nice, but I might burn a few more points just to try and reach that health threshold a little bit quicker. I definitely think it's going to be a multiplayer skill, and I would be interested to see how people use it in single player. What does this give? Yeah, I'll take something like that. This man, I mean, the ace pilot skill I think is going to be interesting as well. But if you look at the end game of what this is supposed to be, they've always said that the end game is just going to be a bunch of assault mechs, right? That's going to be your end game. So I think you kind of have to build your pilots around the fact that end game you're just going to end up with 4 assaults. For flavor wise, you could build outside of that. I haven't seen end game to know what it's going to be like. I mean, if they base it around having 4 assaults and you roll up with an assault, a heavy, a medium, and a light, and suddenly you're facing, you know, 10 assaults. I don't know how you're getting through that if you don't build for it. And that's why I think Bulwark's going to be one of the key skills here. Just so that you can stand and fight, and do your best. And then high gunnery is obviously going to be a good one. The multi-shot breaching, it's kind of dependent, but I do like having a scout down here though. I mean, even if I'm in 4 assaults, I'll always keep somebody with sensor lock and down here. That's actually probably not a bad idea. I don't mind that, using yourself as the fort. It's actually not a bad idea. I like that one. Because I do actually, at the moment, I use poor old Flimin Decker, and he's just tanking it all to the face, which gives him a fairly high chance of dying. And I would probably, yeah, actually it's not bad. Alright, let's check out the shops. See if there's anything, and then I'll probably burn that next mission. Alright, looks like we got a diddly squat. I'm fairly certain I didn't take any damage. I'm all good to go, and we're going to roll on. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button, or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.